So based on what I can see here, pretty flush right here, which is good. Screw holes line up fine. The bottom part here will be covered by the dash pad, so I'm not worried about that. Everything seems to be pretty much system go here. Pretty happy with how that's looking. So we'll start mounting the gauges. Now if you notice here, that hole in here is pretty much centered, maybe just slightly lower of center. So that's where I will mount the gauges. I'm going to space them out evenly, and I'm going to put I'm going to put a clock and a tack in there, and I'll maybe go an 1/8 inch lower of center, and I think it should be fine. So I just rough fitted in this tachometer. I drilled the hole, put it in. Just wanted to see what it kind of looked like, and what I was mostly worried about was what it would look like from the driver's seat. So I'll kind of back up. I think this is where my camera is about where my eyes would be. So if I zoom in there, you can see all the numbers. So that's what I was a little bit worried about, if it would be too far over, but it appears to be fine. Not focusing very well, but you can see that. You can see all the numbers there. So it's a little bit of an angle, but should be all right. All right, so I pulled that out. Again, here's my tack. I'm going to put this clock in there. This clock I actually pulled out of our old van before I sent it to the junker. It was nice. I like the looks of it. It's probably a little more in tune with the classic look of the car. I know this is just a cheap tachometer, but I'm not really that worried about it, because this panel, if I want to blank it out or I want to put something different in after, I got a whole pile of blanks I can make. So for now it'll do. So I'll show you how I drilled the hole and mounted the tack, and how I'll mount the clock. Actually, just a friction fit here right now. Pretty good friction fit, as a matter of fact. The intention is this tie wrap, I'm going to cinch it up against the back of this piece here, and that's going to hold it in. But it's so tight right now, I don't even think I'll need it, but I'll put it on there anyways. Alright, make sure it's in the hole, pilot hole I drilled. So now I will take my file. Where the heck did I put it? Oh, there it is. Clean up the edges a little bit. Yeah, it feels pretty good. So there's the clock. Now, on this clock there are two holes. One, you push one to move the clock backwards, one to push the clock forward. So I'm going to have to drill those little holes there. But that worked out perfectly. So I'll get those other holes drilled and we'll mount her up. I fit this into place, and I took a paint pen and went around that, and you can see the little divots there. That's going to be the top of the holes. So that's where I'll know it's lined up. And it looked like it was fairly square, so we'll try that out. Hopefully it doesn't walk. So there you go, voila. See, the hole is just slightly bigger. I'm going to see a little bit of a chrome ring around there, but no big deal. Now this one's looser, so I'm going to have to figure out a good way to hold this in on the back. It's got a bit of a curve in the back there. Not quite sure I'm going to do it. I might just silicone it in and allow it to go just like that. But that's what she's going to look like. Well, it's a tight squeeze, that one. It's good. So ultimately, that's what my little made-up panel is going to look like. I think it turned out all right. We'll get the wires lengthened on this clock here. And we should be good to go. Here's my new tack and clock in operation. All works good. Clock works nice. It's got the time adjustments right there. The curvature fit here is nice, and it's just an overlap fit there. Not quite tight, but I mean it looks all right, and it looks a lot neater than the it looks a lot neater than the old style where you just have some gauges hanging off the bottom there. It seems to actually look very nice, and even at night it looks very nice.